chestnut roasting.
Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today I have a video that I am so excited to share with you guys. I have been waiting a while to put this video up, and I'm so excited because it is my first collaboration that I've ever done here on YouTube. And this video is in collaboration with Crafting Momma Bear. She is amazing, and we decided that we were going to get together and we were going to do a video where we got a bunch of Dollar Tree items and we were going to create a centerpiece out of Dollar Tree items. I'm really excited to share with you guys how this all turned out. But before we hop into the video, I would really appreciate it if you guys would head over to her channel. She is amazing. She makes some really beautiful wreaths, and she has done some DIYs and gift baskets. Really cute. So please hop over there and check her channel out. I will leave all of the information in the description box below, and I would really appreciate it if you would go and show her channel some love. And with that being said, I am so excited to share with you guys how I made my Dollar Tree centerpiece. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sign that I've had for a while. It is made out of real wood. This is a thrift item that I picked up. It was actually thrifted to me, if I'm not mistaken, but I've had it for a while, so I thought that this would be perfect for a centerpiece. I wanted mine to be kind of raised, and I liked how the back of the sign had some depth to it, or height to it, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this contact paper, this wood looking contact paper that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut it to fit this wood board. And this is going to be the base of my centerpiece. Now I'm just going to take the one end of the contact paper. I am going to take that off, and I'm going to place it on the edge, and then I am going to remove the back of the contact paper like this so that I do not have any air bubbles and it goes on smoothly. Now I do have a lot of contact paper hanging off of the sides, but that is okay because I am going to wrap all of the edges with this contact paper. Now I'm not really worried about how it looks because it is going to be covered by Garland and my centerpiece. So I just do my best to kind of wrap it like a present and fold it up. Now I don't really love this method because I realized later that my corners looked awful, so I would actually use a different method, and this is the method that I would use. You'll see here in a minute what I mean, but basically I'm going to trim off some of that excess and I'm going to keep that strip because I'm going to need it to fix one of my corners that just looked awful. So basically what you do is you actually cut the little strips. So you cut the corners and then you fold them down, if that makes sense. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing right here. See how I'm cutting the corners and then folding down? This works so much better because then you really do get every side of the wood. Now I'm not really worried about the bottom. I just wanted the top to look good, and here I am. Maybe you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'm just wrapping that piece and then cutting those corners and then pushing them down. And this is how it turned out. As you can see, that corner looked awful. That was my the one corner that I couldn't leave like that. So I just take a scrap piece of my contact paper, and I just cut a piece and I hide that. But like I said, it doesn't have to look perfect because for me, my centerpiece is going to be covering pretty much all of this. Now you don't have to have your centerpiece like standing up or any height to it at all. It can just be a board that's laying flat on the table. However, I wanted some height to mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 15-foot garland that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to unravel it, and then basically I'm going to make a loop and then twist the ends together. And once I have a big loop, I'm going to twist and then loop again. And I hope this makes sense. But now you can see I have two, it's doubled up, and then I'm going to twist and loop one more time. And now that is tripled up, I guess you could say. And then now I have this circle garland that my candles are going to go inside. Now I decided that I wanted to use some of this fake snow spray and spray it, take it outside, spray it because it does leave a mess. And also, I would recommend, if you do want that white snowy look to your garland, I would recommend going outside and spray painting it, because that snow in the end all comes off anyways, and then you don't really have the look that you were going for, which is fine. Now I'm going to take these candle holder slash vases that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I do want them to be different heights. So I found these really pretty candles. 2 of them had the golden reindeer, and then 1 had a golden snowflake. The golden snowflake is going to go in the middle, and then the reindeer are going to go on either ends. Basically what I did is I just took these, I'm going to call them candle holders because that's what they are going to be used for as my centerpiece. And I just filled it with some Epsom salt that I had laying around. If you do not have any laying around, that is okay. You can get some at the Dollar Tree. So basically I just filled those up because I wanted it to look snowy. And the middle candle I am going to put on a candlestick because I want that one to have height. So now I'm just going to take that garland and I'm going to set it on top of the board. You can see that it is messy, so wait for it to dry. And now I'm just going to kind of fill in between the candle holders so that there's no bare spots or open spots. And the good thing about garland is that it's really easy to work with. You can fold it, shape it to where you need it to fit. So and if you wanted it to look fuller, you could actually add another garland. That is always an option, or you can use a different type of garland. This challenge was just for Dollar Tree items, so that is what they had, and that is what I decided to use. Now I'm just going to place my candles inside of these candle holders. And now I'm just going to decorate my garland. So the first step in decorating my garland, I knew that I was going to want some ribbon in my garland. So I needed some garland ties. So I'm going to loop these garland ties, and I'm going to put one in the front middle and then one in the back middle. And I hope that makes sense, but you guys can see what I'm doing here. And then I put 3 on each end. And the reason I'm doing this is because I need some garland ties that are going to wrap around my ribbon. And plus, with the garland ties, it kind of makes your centerpiece look fuller and gives it effect that like it's hanging off the edges of the board, which I like. So as you can see, I'm just placing my garland ties where I think that my ribbon is going to need to be tied up, and just to add some fullness to it. So I did end up using all of my garland ties. And again, these garland ties are easy to work with. I'm just wrapping them around and then twisting them up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon. It's really cute. It's a burlap ribbon and it has white lettering on it. It says "Let It Snow." And so I'm going to pinch it and then tie it on one of the ends and corners of the centerpiece. And then I'm going to loop it back and I'm going to tie it with that garland tie. And then again, I'm going to pinch it at the end and then tie it with a garland tie. You can see what I'm doing here. This isn't right. I end up fixing it, but this is not right. I didn't notice that it wasn't right until I put my other ribbon on. So now I'm going to take another piece of ribbon and I'm going to do the same exact thing, only the different ends and different sides. So I'm going to pinch the ribbon and tie it with a garland tie here. And then I'm going to loop it through the vases in the opposite direction, making sure that I tie this ribbon in the front, middle. And then I'm going to loop it back and I'm going to end at the back corner of the centerpiece. And then I'm just going to cut, and then you can see here that I realized it wasn't right, so I end up fixing it right here. And that is how it's supposed to look. So now in the end you can dovetail your ribbons. I did end up doing that at the very end. Now this is a good start for my centerpiece, but I wanted it to be full, and I wanted it to have I just wanted it to be pretty and with some gold touches and some burlap touches. So I got these gold poinsettia flowers from the Dollar Tree, and then I also got some white flowers from the Dollar Tree. They're not quite poinsettias, but they were glittery flowers, and so I'm just gonna hot glue them, and you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna hot glue them all over my centerpiece to make it look full. Now, when I was putting this centerpiece together, it was really funny. I didn't really know what I wanted it to be like, but I wanted to use some touches of burlap, some gold, and some white, and I kind of wanted there to be some sparkle. And I also, you'll see that I added some owls to my centerpiece. And the funny thing is my kids, they watch Tinkerbell, and for whatever reason, the centerpiece just reminded me of like the Winter Woods. If you guys have ever seen that Tinkerbell movie, it's called like there's like where Tinkerbell lives, and then her twin sister lives in the snowy winter woods, and there's these owls. And so anyways, that's just what the centerpiece reminded me of, and that's kind of like what I wanted it to be like, is like snowy winter woods. So, and then I'm going to take these burlap flowers. These ones I actually had laying around and I picked up at Walmart, but they were only 97 cents, so still very affordable. I did want to have some picks that had ornaments on it. I didn't want to place a bunch of ornaments on my centerpiece because that's not the look I was going for, but I did want to have some touches of ornaments and some touches of gold. So one of the picks has glittery ornaments, and then one of them is like a shiny ornament. And the best piece of advice that I have is, if you're going to make a centerpiece like this, whatever you do to the front of the centerpiece, you want to make sure you do to the opposite side in the back. So you can see here, I put a pick in the front right there, and so in the back I put a pick in the same spot but on the opposite side. I don't know if that makes sense. Right here I put an owl, and then so on the back I'm gonna also put an owl on the opposite side. And you'll see what I mean right here. And you guys, I really love these owls. They're like furry and soft, and they really just, I love this centerpiece. It really brought my centerpiece together. I think the owls are just a really cute touch. Now, and you guys remember, you can make your centerpieces however you want. Again, I was kind of going for a snowy winter woods feel. So now I'm going to take these snowflake ornaments that I got from the Dollar Tree, and right now I'm just getting an idea of where I want things to go. I also have these flowers that I'm going to add, and then I had some golden glittery sprigs that I want to add, and then these golden Merry Christmas ornaments that are glittery, and I wanted to add those. So now I'm just going to start gluing stuff onto my centerpiece and really making it look full and beautiful. So you can see what I'm doing here.
True.
All right, and now that I have a good idea of where I want everything to go, I'm just going to place them in there. Now you can hot glue these down, or you can just let them sit on the centerpiece. I didn't really want to hot glue them because I want to be able to switch my centerpiece up for the different seasons. So I didn't end up hot gluing the ornaments on, but you could if you wanted to. And now that I have everything in place, this is what it looks like, but I really wanted to take these glittery golden sprigs, cut them, and just place them throughout the centerpiece to give it that final touch. And I honestly think that these will make your centerpiece look so much better and more high-end. When this centerpiece was done, I could not believe it. I thought it was beautiful, and it definitely did not look like it came or was made out of Dollar Tree items. I was super proud of how this project turned out. And so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just adding these sprigs. I'm placing them on the ends, and then I'm also going to place them in the front and back. And there you have it, guys. This is what it looks like. This is the final product. Again, like I said, I can't be more excited about how this turned out. Make sure you spray your sprigs or anything that you have that's glittery with some hairspray, because look at this glittery mess that I have all over my table. There was so much glitter fall out everywhere. I'm gonna have glitter for months. But here you guys have it. I hope that you guys like it. I love how it turned out. It really does have that winter woods feel. I feel like it's very magical. And I'm usually not a huge fan of gold, but I think that when you mix it with white and even burlap, it kind of just, it has a really good vibe to it. I just really like it. So there is my Dollar Tree centerpiece. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of it. And if you plan on doing a project like this, let me know how you would change it up, what you would do different. I would really be interested to know. And make sure that you guys go on over to Crafting Momma Bear and see what she has created. I am so grateful to be able to do this collaboration, and I'm really surprised with the results. I love how it turned out. I think I've said that about a million times, but I'm actually really impressed with myself. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.